Hi everyone, this is yours truly, Lady Emmanuel, coming with your third 9 weeks review. We went over this today in class, but however, like I do it, I will review it just to make sure that you forgot something, okay? So here we go. Energetic, that's me. What? March 2nd. It says here, what is the expression that represent the product of, and you're like, oh my gosh, all of these variables and whatever. Remember, guys, when you see parentheses next to each other, and you see no addition signs, you see no subtraction, because that's a negative in this case, you see no division, then that means you're just multiplying. Okay, and you'll notice here, we're multiplying here, we're multiplying and dividing here. Here is just raised to the power, and you probably say, well, here it's raised to the power 2. You're correct. Here you see multiplication, but of binomials. Okay. Here you see essay. No, I'm just joking. It's not an essay. You see a word problem, meaning we're gonna have to do some annotation. And here you do annotation, but it's not needed as much as when you have the word problems. And here, number 6, you see some word problems going to need a little annotation there, and just well as here, so that we can see what we're doing. You probably say, Miss Emmanuel, does this cover everything on the assessment? Absolutely not, guys. You got to keep in mind, it's fair play for anything that we'll learn this school year, this so far. And when I said this school year, previous things you should already know, okay? So I don't necessarily have to go over, for instance, find the area of rectangle. You learned that, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this, and look at some of my other videos, guys. You can do it. Here is what is the expression that represents the product of negative 2x to the 4th, y squared, z, all raised to the second power, times x, x, that's a 6, guys, times 6 times x, y to the 4th, z to the 3rd. So we're multiplying these monomials. So let's go ahead and do that. And when we multiply these monomials, we will get a monomial. We will not end up with a binomial. You can't end up with some adding and subtracting for this. So what I'm going to do mine on a sheet of paper. So number 1, I'm writing negative 2, x to the 4th, y squared, z, all raised to the second. Remember this z here, that's to the first power. If you need to put a 1 there, put a 1 there. Remember, if it's to the 0 power, you know that's 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1, except that anything cannot be 0. So continue on to 6 times x, y to the 4th, z to the 3rd, close it. So I'm finding the product, I'm just gonna multiply. And guys, what I'm gonna do, I need to get rid of this exponent. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna do it the long way. I'm gonna do the steps. So here is my base. Inside here, this right here, guys, this is my base for this 2. Okay, this is my base. So since that's my base for this exponent of 2, I'm gonna rewrite this twice. So I'm gonna say negative 2x to the 4th, y squared, z, times negative 2x to the 4th, y squared, z. Okay, therefore this exponent is gone. Now I don't need this parenthesis anymore. I'm just gonna put the times sign and put 6x, y to the 4th, z to the 3rd. Okay, my next step, what I'm gonna do is take the coefficients and write them beside each other, because they're all integers. Negative 2 times negative 2 times 6. All base x, I'm going to write them beside each other. So I have x to the 4th times x to the 4th times x to the first power. Okay? So I've taken care of that. I've taken care of the negative 2, the 6, the x, the x, the x. Now it's the y. So I have here y squared, I've written that, times y squared again, times y to the 4th. Now my next variables are z. So z to the 1st, z to the 1st, and z to the 3rd. So the only thing I've done now, I did the community property. I just reorder, guys. So now I'm going to say negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4, times 6 is positive 24. So now I know my new coefficient is 24. Then I have here x times x times x. So I know I'm going to have a base of x. Remember, we're multiplying with the same base. Because right now, I'm just looking at this. That's my focus. So I have x for the base, x for the base, x for the base. I have multiplication, multiplication. When you have the same base and you have multiplication, you add the exponent. This 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay? Think of it like this. If I tell you to write this in expanded form, you will write x 4 times. You'll say x times x times x times x. Then you'll do the same here, and you just write this once. And if you count all of those x's, you will end up with 9 for your exponent. Okay? So here with the y. So I have y. I have y squared times y to the 4th. Add the exponent. So it's 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then we have z. We have z to the 1st times z to the 1st times z to the 3rd. So I have 1 plus 1, which is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Now, if you need to expand it out, go ahead and expand it. I didn't do it the long way, I guess you would say, because I didn't write all that. Okay? That is the first problem. Okay? Now, the second problem is sort of similar, and I sort of want to just make another video because I talked too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video and let you absorb that and let you rewind, and I'm going to make another video with some more. I'm going to break it into certain videos so that you won't have to listen to a long video. Okay? Guys, thank you. So I'm going to make some more parts. That was just part 1. Bye. See you in part 2 if you need it.